Hi, I'm Annemarie with Speak Confident English, and welcome to your Confident English Wednesday lesson. Last week I was with a group of friends. We went out at the end of the day to just spend time together, have a drink, talk about our day, what was happening in our lives. And one of my friends was having a super crappy day. It started with spilling coffee on herself on the way to work in her car, and then it just progressed from there. It was a snowball effect. She got some bad news at work. The school called her and told her one of her children was sick. It was just terrible. And at the end of the day, she was exhausted, she was upset, she wanted to quit or give up on everything. So my friends and I, our job was to help cheer her up, to make her feel better, to try to make her laugh and feel happy. And I know that sometimes you might be in the same situation. Sometimes you might go to work, or you might see your English-speaking neighbor or a friend, and they're having a terrible day. They need someone to cheer them up. They need someone to make them laugh or make them smile. So how could you do that in English? Of course, we can do things. For example, we can send someone flowers. We can give someone a hug. Or we can send them a really stupid, funny video on Facebook just to make them laugh. But of course, sometimes we want to say something. We want to respond to their story about their day, about whatever it is that happened that was terrible, upsetting, or hurtful. So that's what we're going to learn today. We're going to focus on what you can say to someone to cheer them up in English. We'll do this by thinking of a few different situations, different examples of a really bad day, and what you could say to support them, encourage them, make them laugh, and ultimately cheer them up. Now, sometimes a bad day doesn't mean everything is a disaster. It might be that you have a friend who needs to make a really difficult decision, and she's stressed, she's upset, she doesn't know what to do, and she can't think about anything else. Maybe she can't eat, she can't concentrate at work because she has to make this difficult decision. One of my favorite ways to say that I support someone, or if I want to encourage them, is, "You've got this." It's a simple sentence that lets the other person know we believe in them. We know that they can do it. They can make the right choice, or maybe they're doing something that's really hard. For example, maybe someone is training for a marathon. It's a goal that they've had for a really long time, but it's getting hard and they want to give up. So your goal is to encourage them. We could also use this expression, "You've got this." It simply means you can do it. I believe in you and I support you. Another great way to let someone know that you support them is, "I've got your back." I've got your back. Again, this expresses your support, that you will be there for them and you will support them no matter what. Now, let's go back to that situation where recently my girlfriends and I went out and one of them had a terrible day. Like I said, at the end of the day, she was just exhausted and upset and ready to give up. One of the best things that we can say to let someone know that we are there to support them is to simply say, "I'm here to help. Whatever you need, I'm here to help." Maybe that means helping getting dinner ready for her family, or that means picking her up for work because her car is at the mechanic. Maybe it simply means having a shoulder to cry on. And that is another great thing to say. I'm here if you need a shoulder to cry on. Sometimes people just need to get all of those tears out. They just need to cry for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then they're finished. They're past it. They're over it. But it's helpful if they have a friend who is there with them as a shoulder to cry on. Now let's finish with a couple of more humorous things that you could say to cheer someone up. These last few examples would be great for someone that you know really well. So this could be a coworker that you're close to, you know them very well, or a really good friend. And maybe they've had a disastrous day, or maybe they had a recent breakup and they're really upset about it. Your goal is to make them feel better, maybe even to make them laugh. So you might call your friend or send her a text and say, "Should I come over tonight with ice cream, pizza, and a movie?" Who doesn't want ice cream, pizza, and a movie when they're really upset? Just saying those makes most people feel better. And if you send it in a message, an email, a text, or say it to a friend on the phone, it will probably make them smile or laugh. And a second thing that you could say to maybe make a friend or coworker smile is to say, "If you need some retail therapy, I'll go with you." Retail therapy is an expression that we use to talk about going shopping to make you feel better. Now, that isn't true for everybody, but some people do feel better just with the idea of going shopping, buying something for fun, and we call that retail therapy. Of course, what is really the most helpful and important is that you are spending time with your friend when she's upset or going through a difficult situation. But that little message will definitely make someone smile or laugh. And with that, you have 6 ways to cheer someone up when they're having a terrible day or going through a difficult situation. Now, of course, there are so many things that we can say to cheer someone up, and you might have something that you could say that I didn't mention. So I would love to hear from you. You can share your own examples, things that you've heard or maybe you've said in the past, just below this video in the comment section. It's a great way to share with others, learn from others in the Confident English community, and of course, you can get feedback from me as well. Now, if you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up on YouTube and share it on Facebook. Those are 2 very simple ways to let me know that this was useful to you. And with that, it's time for you to try this in real life. If you have a friend going through a difficult situation or having a bad day, or someone who just needs to smile, try using one of these new sentences today. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments, and I'll see you next week.